How much weight do you want to lose? 20, 30, 40 pounds, or simply get to where you want to be? Guys, this will be a complete guide to intermittent fasting, which is the best way to lose weight and get rid of that body fat. When to eat, what to drink, and how to break the fast, and when to exercise, and save money in the process. Now, that probably is the first time that a visit to a doctor is saving you some money. Let's get right into it with the details, and at the end I will summarize so that nothing is lost to memory and you can start immediately. When to eat, but more importantly, when not to eat. Intermittent fasting is basically not eating for a period of time. 8-16. Keep this in mind. 8 hours eating and 16 hours fasting. This is very common and also easy to implement. You will eat lunch and dinner, however, skipping breakfast the next morning, which means you are eating your lunch at around 1 p.m. and finishing all food intake by 9 p.m. This is an 8 hours eating window. 16 hours fasting period now starts at 9 p.m. You will go to sleep, wake up, not eat food in the morning, and eat in the afternoon at 1 p.m. This actually is great because you get to sleep well without being hungry, and when you wake up, the body is starting to get to metabolize and burn fat and use fat as the energy source. You have to select at least a 16 hours window in the day where you will not be eating. The longer you fast, however, it will lead to further weight loss. You can either do a water fast where you can have water, and this is what we are actually talking about in this video, or a dry fast where you are not putting anything at all in your mouth, so check out my other video for that. Can you guys do this? Let me know in the comments below. I think there is no one who can truly say that this is difficult to do. And like I said, you will be saving money. Now this is an incentive right there. Are you going to follow? Give me a big yes in the comments below. Now, isn't breakfast the most important meal of the day? You will be surprised how often I get this question. But to be honest, I believe majority of people can go without their breakfast, especially if they have some reserve. I think you should do the skipping the breakfast part, but there's no harm in trying to skip lunch and eating the breakfast and dinner. Or you can eat breakfast and lunch, however, skip your dinner. Now, in this whole eating phase, you should eat your regular meals and don't overeat. That will bring you the best results. I recommend you do this 2 to 3 times a week. Select days of the week which fit in with your schedule. You can do a Monday, a Wednesday, a Saturday, or just skip a breakfast and don't get lazy with this. Well, I don't think being lazy is bad here, as actually being lazy here is even better. By being lazy and just forgetting to make a breakfast 2 to 3 times a week is actually good for your health. Now, the great thing about intermittent fasting is that it goes well with any type of diet you are on. You are not on any diet, or you are vegan, or you are on the ketogenic diet, or any other types of diet out there. So another thing you can do is what's called 1 meal a day diet. Now, this is also a particular form of intermittent fasting. You are just eating 1 meal a day. Some people do it on a consistent basis. However, if you do this again 2 or 3 times a week, then that would set you up well as well. You eat dinner and don't eat anything until dinner the next day. This is much tougher, but people are able to do this as well. So now, what to drink on your water fast, intermittent fasting? Well, obviously you can drink water, and that probably is the best thing to do. If there is any other drink, make sure no calories are getting into you, and then you will have your maximum benefit. If you are going to drink anything else, then do check the label and see if there are any calories in it. Generally speaking, teas, coffees should be fine. Actually, black coffee may even stimulate fat burning. This do not be putting any artificial sweetener, and of course no sugar. Moving forwards, what are you going to eat to break the fast? Well, preferably, since you are doing this for health reasons, do not take any unhealthy substance. You can eat anything other than sugary products or sugary drinks, and avoid fast food and avoid all carbonated drinks. Eat rice, preferably brown rice. Eat bread. Avoid any types of white bread. Eat protein, chicken, beef, fish, beans, vegetables are great. Anything you want. Basically a healthy and hearty meal. Now, is there anything difficult about that? For people on the ketogenic diet, you will of course not eat any rice or bread. But for everybody else, just follow above and you should be fine, and you should be able to get to your goals. So what about exercise? You know what? Exercise will be great with intermittent fasting. I recommend that you exercise before you're going to break your fast. Make sure you are well hydrated, of course. For the first few times you're trying intermittent fasting, don't do excessive strength training or aggressive cardio just to gauge how you will be doing. But any exercise you get will surely speed up your fat loss and get you looking the way you want. This will be the icing on the cake, but since we are trying to be healthy, we're not going to have any icing and we're not going to have any cake. Point to note is that if you do have some medical conditions and you're taking medication, then you need to check that with your doctor before you plan on something like this, and your doctor will surely try to help you out. Generally, there could be implications for diabetics who may have to decrease the amount of sugar-lowering medication prior to the fasting and also would need to cut down on insulin if they're taking any. I think fasting can actually prevent or even cure diabetes type 2, but since you are on medication, it will be good to make sure you will do well and not have lower sugar levels during your fasting, which could be dangerous. Check out my other videos with a link in the description where I talk about 7 ways to lose weight. If you put this all together, I don't think there is anything that will keep you from getting to your ideal self. Okay guys, to sum it up, remember 8 hours eating and 16 hours fasting. Eat lunch and dinner and do not eat the next morning's breakfast, or just eat 1 meal a day. For example, just do dinner. Drink water, coffee and tea without any type of sweetener. Exercise an hour or 2 before you're breaking your fast, and then break your fast with healthy foods. Great talking to you guys. Let me know how this works out for you. Do check out my other videos. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to get straight to the point advice and health tips. And thank you for being patient and listening to me all the way through. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.